Good day, grade 2. Welcome to our discussion in Mathematics 2, the concept of multiplication and working with multiplication and division. So division is a method of distributing a group of things into equal parts. It is one of the four basic operations of arithmetic, which give us a fair result of sharing. So just like the other basic operation, the addition, subtraction, and multiplication, we can write division just like this. So we have here 32 divided by 4 is equal to 8, and division has also its parts. First one is this. The 32 is what we call the dividend. Dividend is the number you are dividing off. So next one we have this one. This is the division sign. So it means when you see this sign, the operation that you are going to use is division. Next thing is the number 4. 4 is what we call the divisor. The divisor is the number you are dividing by. So next is the 8. 8 is what we call the quotient. Quotient is the answer in division. So that is the parts of the division. So now let's move on the concept of division. So division can be shown in repeated subtraction. So here's an example of a division. We have here 32 divided by 4 is equal to 8. So how can we show the division through repeated subtraction? We can count how many times we subtract 4 into 32 until we get 0. That is how repeated subtraction work in division. So first, let's subtract 32 into 4. 32 minus 4 is equal to 28. So after we subtract 32 to 4, next thing we have to do is subtract the answer into 4 again. So 28 minus 4 is 24. Next one is 24 minus 4 is equal to 20. Next is 20 minus 4 is equal to 16. So next one is 16 minus 4. The answer is 12. And 12 minus 4, the answer is 8. And 8 minus 4 is equal to 4. And next is 4 minus 4, the answer is 0. So when we reach 0, all we have to do is count how many times we subtract the number. So if we count how many times, that is the answer or the quotient. So let's count. We have here first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. So we subtract 32 into 4 8 times. So that means the answer in 32 divided by 4 is 8. So we can also write a division sentence using the repeated subtraction or the division number using the repeated subtraction. First thing we have to do is look at the first set of numbers that being subtracted. So we have here 32 minus 4 is equal to 28. So all we have to do is look at the minuend. So the minuend in the first set of subtraction is 32. So we are just going to write the 32. Next is the division sign. After that, all we have to do is look at the subtrahend. The subtrahend in all is number 4. So we are just going to write number 4. Then the equal sign. Then after that, we count how many times we subtract the number 4 in the 32. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it means the answer is 8. Another example we have here 30 divided by 5. So again, for us to know the answer, all we have to do is subtract 5 into 30 until we get into 0. So first we have 30 minus 5, the answer is 25. 25 minus 5, the answer is 20. Next is 20 minus 5, the answer is 15. Next thing is we have here 15 minus 5. The answer is 10. And 10 minus 5. The answer is 5. Next is 5 minus 5. The answer is 0. So let's count how many times we subtract 5 into 30. So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we subtract 5 into 36 times. So it means the answer or the quotient in 30 divided by 5 is 6. So again, let's try to write the number sentence using this repeated subtraction. So again, first thing you have to do is look at the first set of subtraction. We have here 30 minus 5 is equal to 25. So all we have to do is look at the minuend. So the minuend in here is 30. So we are just going to write 30. And then the division sign. After that, we are just going to look at the subtrahend. So the subtrahend is 5. And next, we write the equal sign. After we write the equal sign, all we have to do is count the times, count how many times you subtract 5 into the number. So we have here 6, so we are just going to write number 6. So that is how you show the repeated subtraction in division and how we can write the division sentence or the division number using the repeated subtraction. So next, let's move on in number line. So again, number line, we can show division using the number line. So example, we have here 24 divided by 6. So I have here number line. We have 0 to 24. We have 24 because our dividend is 24. So next thing is we have 6. So we are just going to divide 6 into 24. So to show that in number line, all we have to do is we count how many times we jump backward by 6 until we get 0. So let's jump first into 6 until we get 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we will jump just like that. Then we will count 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is the jump that we're going to do. Next is count another 6 and then the jump is in 6. And until we get to 0. So now let's count how many times we jump. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we jump 4 times. So the answer in 24 divided by 6 is 4. So just like the repeated subtraction, we can also write the number or the division sentence using the number line. So all we have to do is first look at the number line, of course. So look at the last number in the number line. We have there 24. So that means we are just going to write. So that means we are just going to write 24 as the dividend. And next, we write the division sign. So next thing we have to do is we have to count the line in each jump. So in here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means the next number we can, the divisor in here is number 6. Or we can also look at the 0, or in here in the jump, in the fourth jump, in the last jump, the number that we landed on is 6. So that means we are just going to write number 6 and then the equal sign. And after that, we are just going to count how many times we jump. So we have there 4, so the answer is 4. So another example in number line, we have here number line and of course the number. And now, in here, all we have to do is write the division sentence using this number line. So again, first thing we have to do is look at the last number in number line. So we have here number 12. So all we have to do is write number 12 and then the division sign. After that, we are just going to look in the jump or the number or how many line do we have in each jump. So in here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So or 0, 1, 2, 3. So we have 3. So the next number that we are going to write is number 3, and the next is the equal sign. So after that, we are just going to count how many times we jump in this number line. So let's count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So the answer in this is 4. So the division sentence in this number line is 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4. So that is how number line work in division. So next we can show division by group. So we have here an illustration. We have here a group of hearts. So for us to write the division sentence through this one, so through this illustration, all we have to do is first we count the hearts. So we count how many hearts do we have here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we have here 15 hearts. So we are just going to write 15, the number 15, and then the division sign. So after that, we are just going to count how many heart is in each group. So in first group, let's count how many heart do we have there. So 1, 2, 3. So in the other group, there is also 3 hearts. So we will just write number 3. So next thing that we are going to write is the equal sign. So after that, all we have to do is count how many groups do we have here. So let's count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have here 5 group of hearts. So we are just going to write number 5. So 15 divided by 3 is equal to 5. So that is how division can be shown in group. So next thing we are going to talk about is the working with multiplication and division. Division is an operation inverse of multiplication. If 3 groups of 4 makes 12 in multiplication, 12 divided into 3 equal groups give 4 in each group in division. So the main goal of division is to see how many equal groups or how many in each group when sharing fairly. So how division is an inverse of multiplication. So this is how it works. For example, we have here 5 times 3 is equal to 15 and 15 divided by 3 is equal to 5. As you can see, the 5 times 3 is equal to 15 is our multiplication sentence. And the 15 divided by 3 is equal to 5 is our division sentence. So division and multiplication has its parts. So let's find the parts of multiplication first. So 5 is the multiplicand. And next is the 3 is the multiplier and the 15 is the product. So in division, 15 is the dividend, 3 is the divisor, and 5 is the quotient. So as you can see, in here, our multiplicand in the multiplication is the quotient in division. And the multiplier in multiplication is the divisor in division. And the product or the answer in multiplication is the dividend in division. So that is how it works. So another example we have here, 6 times 7 is equal to 42. So for us to find the dividend, we are going to look in the multiplication sentence. The product in the multiplication is our dividend. So the product in 6 times 7 equals to 42 is 42. So we are just going to write number 42. And then we have the 7. And next is we are just going to write the quotient. The quotient is we will get in the multiplication sentence. So the quotient in 42 divided by 7 is 6. So another example we have here, 8 divided by 3 is equal to 24. So if we have here 24 divided by, we have the blank, that is what are we going to find is equal to 8. So if 24 is our product in multiplication, so our divisor in here is number 3. So 24 divided by 3 is 8. So that is how working with multiplication and division work. So that is the end of our discussion in multiplication. I hope you learned something for today. Thank you for watching and listening. Till next time.